Okay, welcome to episode 3 of Lil Red. We're going to just go around the car so you get a sense for what it is we're dealing with, mostly on the outside here. We'll get to the inside later. But if you can notice, we did a little grinding, sanding really just to see what was under there. But look at all those raised areas. They're all over the body. And wasn't really clear what it was. A little nervous. Was it all rust? Look, you can see they took off the side mirror and just bondoed it up and spray painted over it. It looks like it was a spray paint job. So they weren't too focused on. They added the fender mirrors, which were taking off and going back to original. But you can just look all the way up and down. Pretty much everywhere, it's just rough. And so my fear was that was just covering up rust and painted over it. But I think, as you'll see in a little bit, mostly unfounded fears there. So get up to the front. You can see it was originally red, which is cool. So I'm not going to deal with having to repaint the interior. But you can see a lot of parts already been added. The intercooler and the radiator and the air, the additional air cool line for the turbo was added. So that's cool. There's a lot of little rust on the lines and whatnot in there because the hood has been off for about at least 6 months and got a lot of rain. So we're going to have to clean up those fuel lines and vacuum lines down the road. I'm not too concerned about all that. But yeah, you can. It's just interesting when it's been open to see the red on the interior and knowing that's where it's going back. So very similar going down the other side, the fender. I mean, the fenders, they were in great shape, really. Just this weird, effect that it's all over the body. There is definitely a rust spot, and as you'll see later, we kind of confirmed that, ground that down, and it definitely was rusted. The T-tops are in okay shape. There's just some weirdness to them, and certainly we have to clean up the chrome around them. So that's concerning. You can see one thing we did learn, that seam right there that I'm touching right there? They did cut in rear quarter there. At some point, there must have been some kind of accident. That's not factory. The factory seam is a little further up the window. That was definitely cut in. And so that explains that yellow. So that must have been the previous quarter that they added on. So that was interesting. We do have to repair that dented area in the hatch, which shouldn't be a problem. We are going to put a spoiler. I've already ordered the spoiler, kind of the super looking spoiler that I think is really cool. So that's good. The hatch is, other than that, is fine. Yeah. So that's kind of what we're dealing with when you look at the exterior of the vehicle. So next time we'll get into some of the interior, and we will also get to grinding down some of those bumps and paint.